The Casella SK Modified 80, the first extra distance event of the season for Stafford's SK Modifieds, and it's also the first leg of the Tick Mike Triple Crown. There are so many storylines heading into this first Friday night of June, with many of those surrounding our SK Modifieds, so let's jump in as we preview a full night of racing. Keith Roco has been making the headlines at Stafford Speedway for decades, since his first checkered flag, in fact, in July of 2005. Since then, Roco has accumulated 84 wins, tying him with Woody Pitcat for second on the track's all-time win list, with the latest two victories coming during the last two Friday nights, with Roco and his Dan Avery-owned number 22 team reaching Napa Victory Lane. He goes into this Friday in search of his third consecutive win and the extra distance prestige that comes with winning the Casella 80. It won't be easy, as the field will be stacked with the likes of opening day winner Jonathan Pulio, Corey DiMatteo, who is the last driver to win 3 in a row, last week's runner-up and Casella-sponsored Troy Talman, and current championship point leader Mike Christopher Jr., just to name a few. While the SK Modifieds will be in the spotlight, Stafford's 4 other divisions will be on hand as well. The late models saw a winless drought snap last week, with Wayne Corey Jr. winning for the first time in nearly 2 years. Paul Verrecchio Jr. finished second, meaning that he is one spot from perfect this season after winning the first 2 feature events of the year. And keep an eye on the number 12 of Alexandra Fern. After leaving the Napa Springs Sizzler outside of the top 10 with a torn-up race car, she has bounced back with consecutive top 5 finishes and now sits 4th in the standings. Perhaps the most veteran driver in the SK Light Modifieds continues to rack up the win total. That driver is Chris Matthews, who started up front and raced there for the entire 20-lap distance last week to take his first win of the season and the 23rd of his SK Light Modified career, retaking the top spot on the division's all-time win list. While Matthews claimed the victory, Nicholas Hovey finished 4th and keeps the championship point lead by 16 over Amanda West, who continues her best start to a season. In the limited late models, RJ Sardell dominated, leading all the laps en route to his first checkered flag of 2025, the 4th of his career in the division, and it came at a pretty good time, following finishes outside of the top 10 in the first 2 races of the season. Defending champion Matt Clement ran up front for the entire race, but for the first time this year, never challenged for the win, having to settle for 4th, but comes into this week as the point leader by 18 over Kevin Cormier. And in the street stocks, Bert Wlette has found consistency with his number 84 car that has allowed him to win 2 of the first 3 races of the season. Wlette held off this year's other race winner and former Rookie of the Year Aaron Clemens last week, and comes into this Friday tied with last year's championship runner-up Tyler Trott atop the standings. Those are just a few of the many stories that we'll be keeping an eye on as we open up a monster month of motorsports here at the Stafford Motor Speedway, with the running of the Casella 80 for the SK Modifieds. Heat races kick off at 6 p.m. with feature events at 7, and if you can't be here in person, you can tune us in live on Flow Racing.